Hey, it is I once again, and in this video I am going to review it's actually, I'm going to actually review, since Korra isn't finished yet, I'll just review the first series, Avatar: The Last Airbender, which I feel is overrated. Personally, I applaud the film for, like, stretching forward from what most Nicktoons are. Like, it was more dramatic, and it was, follow the story rather than being episodic, unlike most Nicktoons or shows on or cartoons on Cartoon Network, and also how it was inspired by anime. But I feel that Avatar: The Last Airbender is a very overrated show. While it did have some interesting concepts like the borrowing from Asian culture, such as Chinese, Indian, Japanese, Inuit, Aztec and Mayan culture, and Buddhism, Hinduism, Shintoism, and all that other stuff that they borrowed from. Yeah, and martial arts too, and very classic Chinese concepts such as qi and all that other stuff. I feel that overall it was still a very overrated show because a lot of the humor in the show felt, well, to me anyway, very forced and unnecessary. And they put in too much Western references. And not only that, but the lack of Asian accents in the show really bothered me. I mean, I know that there are plenty of other animes that are dubbed in English and have that issue, but for some reason, it just didn't do it for me in this show. I thought there could have been more, Asian accents added and all that other stuff. And also, I just felt like the characters were very annoying at times, and a lot of the things that they said and did just felt fake to me and felt forced. And I could tell I was watching a show that wasn't real. I didn't feel like I was actually in a real fantasy world watching characters interact with each other. And I don't really like shows that are like that. I want it to be genuine. I want to forget that I'm watching a show or a film when I'm watching a film. If a film or a show succeeds in doing that for me, then that's a big bonus in my book. So Avatar didn't do that at all. And the characters were somewhat likable, but aside from the fact that they were in like a mystical fantasy world, a lot of them really weren't all that different in many ways from many of the other characters that you see in many Nicktoons and American cartoons, except for the added spirituality and Eastern elements. But even those were like kind of like mocked and parodied many times. Like, for example, Toph, often claimed that Aang was being more feminine because he wasn't, because he was a vegetarian and he wasn't all that violent and stuff. I mean, that's like very different from how many people view like that whole concept of vegetarianism in the East. And also, like, she also mocked his spiritual nature. And I mean, in a society like that, I mean, well, it is possible that people might be like that. I mean, it definitely wouldn't be as mocked as it seemed to be like in this show, and that's why I didn't really care too much for it. I mean, it was okay. It had a lot of good episodes and a lot of good themes and morals, but overall, I felt it was overrated. That's just my opinion. Well, thanks for watching, and goodbye, I guess, for now.